tell someone because I'm sure it's going to be pretty hot in the studio today. Intellectual property for businesses is the conversation today. Let me start by sharing a little story. Some months ago, sincere apologies for that. And by the way, we're live on X at Nigeria Info PH is our X handle, and our Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. So some months ago, someone messages me on Facebook telling me I am their official brand ambassador. And I wondered how. This person runs a photography outfit and is stationed in Bayelsa State. And I saw my pictures I put out on social media from my wedding, added to other pictures used for a graphic design to sell this person's market. Well, this person wasn't smart because the original photographer that took that picture had put something on that picture that anyone who knows that brand, once they see that, they can identify that that picture was originally shot by this said photographer. And I sent it to him. I said, what would you do knowing that your picture is somewhere in Bayelsa State and some other photographer like yourself is posing to be the photographer? In fact, from digging, I discovered that all the other pictures that had been put in that design, he did not take anyone. He just went online and randomly picked several pictures. It was the audacity for me and the audacity to even come to me with that information that I am now his brand ambassador. I immediately told him to take down those pictures. And there was a right way to do something. I was really offended. He apologized. But I am sure that there are other people who are doing business who have no idea that something from their business is used by some other competitor to sell market in our local balance. There seems to be a thriving imitation market due to the rise of digital plagiarism as businesses and creatives continue to put out their work on social media platforms. Is it a lack of awareness, an abundance of audacity, or the ease of copying and selling online? Or the question for you, the listener today, which you will find on our social media platforms, and I love to see your response. Are we inherently inclined to patronize cheaper and imitated products than the original and more expensive option? Good afternoon to you. My name is Denise Dennis Worlu, and this is Talking Figures. My guest joining me on the conversation is Omotayo Abiode. She is an intellectual property lawyer. Good afternoon to you, Omotayo. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon, Denise. I'm doing well. Thank you very much. And you?
I'm good. And I'm very excited to be having this conversation because those of us in the creative space, the plenty gbese we are seeing, and I do know that you are very, very knowledgeable when it comes to the digital space and what the law says. And from your experiences with other clients, you are the best fit for this conversation. Now, so if I'm correct, she does clothes and all. Omotayo, Tanya Omotayo, this was her. I actually can't believe this. An Instagram vendor not only copied our exclusive Ziva Lagos custom print logo and all, but they also used my image to sell it at half the price. I had to order one myself because I thought it was a joke. And now I'm just sitting here confused. The audacity is wild. I saw that video. She was wearing the original. I saw that she had actually bought from the other vendor. And he saw how this way, they don't used to even have fear of God. They just deliver to anybody, not knowing they are delivering to the original owner of that logo and that said design. And in that video, she was trying to point out things that were different from what she was selling. But hey, when I went through the comment section, I was shocked at the responses that I saw. So apparently, a lot of us see nothing wrong with it. I mean, this is cheaper. Why should I spend a lot of money buying what is original when I can get the look-alike and nobody would even know except they come close? I was very disappointed. This is Omotayo. Remember the other time it was Vicky James talking about somebody from another country who replicated our exact design for the South African air personality who had hosted, I think it was the Miss something. Is it Miss South Africa or Miss World or something like that? And I tell you, they are everywhere. So for starters, Omotayo, tell me, can you explain the different types of intellectual property that a business should be aware of? And give an example of each of them. Over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dennis. It's such a sad story. If I must respond to that first, to Tanya Omotayo's story. But the thing is, the main issue here is most people here in Nigeria and Africa are not aware of their intellectual property rights.
Interesting.
So, like you asked, I'll just go ahead to explain what we mean by intellectual property rights.
Sure.
You're with me,
sure.
right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yes.
With you. Go ahead.
So, I like to define intellectual property rights as the right to the property of your mind. So that's a very simple way everyone can easily relate to it. So if you think of something and you create that thing, if you think of something unique and you create that thing, it comes first from your mind, from your intellect, right? And then you put it out there for people to share with people, for people to make use of, or for people to even buy from you. So the fact that you have taken out time to think through your mind, your God-given talent has helped you to produce something. That alone is worthy of protection. And that is where the rationale behind intellectual property rights comes. Okay, so there are several types. We have the industrial design. I'm starting with industrial design because of the scenario here. Okay. And then we have the trademark rights. And then we have copyright. Also, we have trade secrets. Trade secret is not so popular, but I'll just focus on these four. So now, copyright is the right to your creative and artistic works. It could be in form of musical works, artworks, paintings, drawings, designs. So now, like this Ziva we're talking about here, right? The drawing of her logo, putting it in an image from that, I think it's like a V sideways. That's what the logo looks like. That drawing alone, whether in paper, whether in digital formats, can be protected by copyright and can be protected by trademark rights.
Really?
So physical artists, okay?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm following. I'm also taking notes myself. That's why I need.
Okay. It's quite a broad topic. I'm wondering if we can digest all of this, but I'm going to try to, break it down as quickly as possible. So the copyrights, most times we find this dominant in the music and film industry, a few times in the fashion industry, right? But in fashion industry, it's industrial designs, trademark rights that's more dominant. So that takes me back to defining what trademark right is. Trademark right is the right to your brand identity. So whenever you see a product and you're easily able to identify that logo or name to a particular brand, that's what trademark right is. So for someone to identify, you see this Ziva logo, right? If you're following her, if you're following Tanya Omotayo, or if you are a fan or you like to buy things from her, the moment you see this product anywhere, you can easily just say, oh, this looks like, or this is not even looks like, this is Tanya's brand.
Yeah.
This is this brand, because she has created that logo and has put it out there and has sold several times with that particular logo. Same with your like the iPhones, the Apple logo. When you see a phone, no one needs to write iPhone on it. Once you see that Apple logo, they have beaten Apple. You can tell that this is an Apple product, right? So that's what you identify that brand, and that's what your trademark right is. Now, the trade secret, which is the last one that's not so popular, just like the name implies, right? Is
Omotayo, are you still with us? Oh dear, network, don't do this. Okay, so you were on trade secret. I'll pause to go on a commercial break real quick, and when we come back, maybe you start off from trade secret. All right?
Okay, that's fine.
All right, we're still on talking.
You are tuned in to
We're on a commercial break. Now, before we went on the break, I had asked her specifically the different types of intellectual property that a business should be aware of. And before we went on a break, she was talking about trade secrets, if I remember correctly.
Yes, please.
All right. So let's pick up from there, shall we?
Okay. So trade secrets, like the name implies, right, is the secret code to your business success. So I'll just go straight to an example so that we can easily relate to it. For instance, the Coca-Cola trade secret happens to be one of the tightest trade secrets in the world right now. There are several.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you actually.
All right, go ahead.
Over with the trade secrets, right? Trade secret, like I said, trade secret, like I said earlier, is the secret to your success as a business. So it's usually documented and protected by non-disclosure agreements within your business sector. So I would like to say the most protected trade secret, to the best of my knowledge, is actually Coca-Cola in the world. So when you drink other cola drinks, right? I can't mention other brands, of course, for obvious reasons, right? And you drink Coca-Cola, even when they seem to taste alike, you can never ever get the Coca-Cola taste in another cola drink.
In another
So
cola
that's what
drink,
in another cola, and that's been protected for centuries, for ages right now. So that's what trade secret actually means. So you can protect your plugs, in quotes, like where you source your materials from, like what's the example that we're relating to, the case study we have here right now, the Ziva brand. She's obviously not the producer of her fabric, right? But she will definitely have trade secrets to her fabric, which I believe she's the producer of her fabric, right? But she will definitely have trade secrets to her fabric, which I believe